So yeah, man, here we go. Pusha T, King Push, Darkest Before Dawn, and Prelude. Definitely a good project. You know, some would say it was better than My Name Is My Name, but I would just say My Name Is My Name had maybe a few filler tracks. Now, I won't say that this album has some filler tracks, but I will say this. Let's get it out the way. I'm keeping it 100 from what I thought. I've been listening to this since it dropped. So today is Sunday. That's Friday. I had to sit with this a long time. The only two songs that I feel because of the production, it takes a little bit away from it is track 6 and track 8. Got 'em covered featuring Ab Liva, my bad, and Retribution featuring Kalani. Now, I do feel like the song that Timbaland had with Kalani was her song. He gave it to Push, the production with the hook, but at the same time, Pusha should have passed on that. Got Uncovered featuring Ab Liva is another song to where the beat wise, it's like, it don't fit the mold of it, but you respect Pusha T for actually, like I said, it's a puzzle and he figured it out. But other than that, solid project. Then the only two songs that's kind of like, you know what I mean? You will skip those. At least I did. I mean, I didn't skip them, but I won't, like, once I listen to the album, I'm not really tripping off listening to them. But overall, man, it opens up with Metro Boomin with the intro. If you watch the movie he had with it, you understand that it's just like, ooh, you want to be them, you, or you know what I mean. So I thought that was pretty dope. Dark beat, dark sample. He's talking a lot about his career, rap, his life, rap peers. Bars, crazy flow. It's just a quick intro by Metro Boomin, which was dope. Definitely fucking with it. Track 2 is Untouchable, which has a great visual to it. Um, I definitely feel like that production on that was very dope. I love the Biggie sample as the hook. I think the bars was incredible. He talked a lot of shit on this record, like the whole project, really. We talked about rappers. The lyrics that he used. Damn, it make you look at the whole industry differently. At least it did for me. It ain't like he said something we didn't know, but it's just like you kind of wanted him to say names in a way because it's like, I mean, fuck Donald Trump. You know what I mean? I like how he used the bars to talk about the group total, not talk about in a bad way, but just the way he put their names together. The Birdman shot was crazy. When you find out that the cars is that was like, wow, really? You know what I mean? Like, Push crazy. And then, he just talked about his endeavors with Adidas. And I just thought that was dope. You know what I mean? Basically just saying I'm untouchable. None of you rap niggas can do what I do. More Famous and Rich, of course, featuring The Dream. And this was a song to where it's like, okay, I didn't jump the gun when I said that he took a shot at Tiger. Now, I will say the way he wrote it, it can be perceived one or two ways. Either he's talking about Tiger or he's respecting Tiger for wanting to leave Cash Money. But knowing Pusha T, he always takes shots at Young Money, so I'm taking that shit as a, you know what I mean? It can be taken both ways the way he said it. You know what I mean? But that's just me. The Dream, I didn't like that hook. I thought it was weak. He to me he exposed a lot of rappers without saying names. It's just like he put a blank space there, and you pick the rapper that fits. From what he's saying in his lyrics, and I was like, wow, like you know what I mean. The crazy thing is, the line where he be like saying, oh, millionaires or rappers are millionaires, but they mom living in the trenches. Now we all know that it's a couple rappers that have been in the headlines for saying that their parents still live in the hood. One, well, I'm not even gonna say their names. Y'all do the research. Y'all figure that out. But I thought that was like, wow, nigga. Like, if you niggas deciphering what he's saying their names without saying them, and that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, wow. So More Famous and Rich, I could respect that song. Crutches, Crosses, and Caskets definitely got a crazy visual to it. Yet again, that's the song he took the shot at Drake. You know what I mean? But then in an interview said, "Oh, I wasn't saying anything about Drake." Come on, old niggas flapping young niggas. Yeah, the beat was crazy though. Definitely let the bars. The lyrics was harsh. The lyrics kind of hurt. It'll hurt your feelings if you're a rapper. I mean, not saying rappers are sensitive, but it's just like he put a whole lot of shit in perspective. But it's just like you gotta do a lot of deciphering in this throughout this album. You know what I mean? But the hook was dope. I definitely like his flow. And Puff did his thing on the production. Now we get to MPA. Money, Pussy, Alcohol, featuring Kanye West and ASAP Rocky in a Dream. Now I don't really feel like everybody else feel that we needed a ASAP Rocky verse, a Kanye West verse. You know what I mean? I don't really feel like that because if you listen to the song, they both did their thing on the hook. The production was great. Dream opened up the record, which was amazing to me. And then it came in with the hook ASAP. You hear Kanye in the background. I just appreciate the production, the context of the song, and it's just like one of my favorite records off this body of work. He talked about a lot of different things, and you got to respect him for what it is, you know. And then we get into track 6. Y'all know how I feel about that. I spoke about that. Keep Dylan featuring Benny Siegel. Now, Pusha said some interesting things about this song. He said that it reminded him of when Kanye did Through the Wire as far as Benny Siegel um, verse. And I've seen a couple reviews and nobody touched on this. But you know when Benny Siegel got shot, you know, he had, I guess something was up with, I think, his liver or something like that. And if you listen to the verse, you can definitely hear the pain that it's kind of hard to listen to his verse, and people are saying, oh, that verse was whack, it was this, it was that. But you got to know the story behind it. So that's why I say a lot of people do reviews, but then they don't watch the interviews, and it's just like, it makes the review seem a little weird because you don't understand why that verse is the way it was. But I definitely give Benny Siegel his props for actually, you know, delivering something to where he basically could have just passed on it, but he needed that. And if you listen to the verse, it was just incredible. It's just basically them talking about drug dealing, dope boy shit, you know what I mean? Benny Siegel had a great verse to me, you know. You could just hear it, and I can kind of see the similarities to where he say it reminded him of Through the Wire, but Kanye rap with his fucking mouth wired shut, and it was a whole song. It wasn't just a 16. So I definitely get the props that he given to Benny Siegel, but that definitely was a that verse was like, wow, listening to it, it made me kind of cringe, like, holy shit, like, you can just hear the pain that he, as he flowing and shit, you know what I mean? But definitely want to see Benny Siegel get back and respect Push for actually giving him the platform to actually, you know, do what he do. Definitely a solid song. And then we get to Retribution featuring Kalani. Y'all know how I feel about that. I mean, the abstract beat, the hook was cool, the flow and the lyrics and bars and shit was alright, but it just felt like that ain't really a Pusha record. You know what I mean? Then it gets into FIFA. And this is the crazy shit. That nigga said, how you niggas celebrate Alpo? And if you know who Alpo is, you don't go watch the movie Paid in Full. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. But definitely love the song, you know, the flow, the hook, his bars, drug rap, you know what I mean? Kicking around dope like FIFA. Crazy. And then the last track, which is Sunshine featuring Jill Scott. And he basically just talked about all the injustice going on as far as police brutality, the cops, the murders, innocent victims, that cops are killing and things of that nature. And Jill Scott didn't even sound like herself. I'm like, this is a Jill Scott feature, but it don't sound like her. I definitely think this is the most, how can I put this? It's a song that I didn't expect. Because when I seen Sunshine, I definitely didn't think it was going in that lane. But I'm glad somebody talked about it. I mean, not saying nobody else in rap didn't talk about it, but I didn't expect Pusha T to speak on it. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like he did his thing. And it's just a prelude and definitely got me looking forward to King Push, the album dropping next year. But overall, you know, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was fair. You know, it had its moments, you know. I like 8 of the 10 songs, and the production was on point. Give it 8.5 out of 10. You know, every album has its good points, and then you know it kind of has its bad points. But I mean, yeah, it's a dope album. It wasn't what I expected. I know I didn't expect nothing less than great, but I mean, still every project has its flaws. You know, what I mean, it's not a flawless album whatsoever. But I mean, if y'all go ahead and say it's a 10 out of 10, best rap album of the year, I was like, wow, like this shit is crazy. Like, I mean, it's up there. Definitely, if it had came out earlier in the year, it would have been in the top 10 hands down. But I mean, it is what it is. It's just like a little prelude. He cut it short, you know, 10 songs. You know, out of that, I'll enjoy 8 of them. So it is what it is. That's just my thoughts on it. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Darkest Before Dawn, and does this make you feel anticipated for King Push? I even seen people say that the Wrath mixtape was it's on par with this, but nah, the Wrath mixtape was basically doper than this, in my opinion. But that's just what I think. Other than that, I'm out. Thanks for watching. One.